What's up, guys? I decided to do a mid-morning live, I guess, to see what we can do. And I was really thinking about relationships today and how, I really don't desire a man at all. I've had sex before and stuff, but, honestly, I could go my whole life without having sex and probably be okay with it. I don't know if anyone else relates to that or if sex is something that you guys actually desire. What's up, Michael? But my sister actually suggested that I might be asexual or something. So I really don't know what else to say. If our super chat goal, I'll start a sketch stream and we can start doing some art requests on there. But I'm just gonna chat for now. What do you guys think of the things? Do you guys like that? What's up, awesomeness? So, hold up. Sorry, I'm trying to post something. It's like, okay, I posted my Twitch. So if you guys wanted to follow me on Twitch, you can do it from there. How are you doing today? Maybe you have a box like me. What does that mean? What does that mean, N? I almost had my gallbladder removed, Michael, but I didn't have it removed. They were about to remove my gallbladder for no reason. Oh, can you guys see me? It says that I'm live, although I don't know if it actually is live. I was thinking about the new upcoming Pokemon game and how I want to stream it. And what's up, Coco? I'm back. Yeah, so we had some technical difficulties there for a minute. If we meet our super chat goal, I will do a sketch stream and we will switch over to doing art requests. It's choppy. That sucks. Yeah, we got to give it a minute because apparently our stream is a little bit choppy right now. So I'm actually uploading a video as we speak about gender roles and how I've never really fit into binary gender roles. And I know that what's up world of Yui, Tomaz and Rowlett? What's up? Been busy with exams. Thanks. We could call it Dancing with Wolves. I'm still working on my peacock painting. I wanted to firm it up and make the shapes a little bit better. What's up, Love and Eastern? So our newest video is going to be about gender roles, and all about how I don't fit into them. And I was just thinking that gender roles are equally destructive for men as they are for women. And it's kind of crazy that men want a housewife, but they don't have a house. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with wanting a traditional woman, but it's like men want you to bring something to the table without providing a table. They want a soft-spoken woman, yet the reason that we have to have our guard up and not be feminine is usually because a man harmed us. What's up, Pig Venus? I'm trying to figure out. I actually, if you guys wanted to follow me on Twitch, you can. I posted it up in the chat. I pinned it. So I'm right-handed father of life. You're a full-time single dad and you love it. That's great. I would be miserable as a parent. I think that I've been shamed for my lack of maternal instinct, and it's like not something that I can control. It's like I've been shamed for things that I'm outside of my control. When I'm just not one of these people that wants to bond with the kid, I don't enjoy being around children. And I hate that women are seen like our only biblical role is to be a breeder. It's like that's not my role. I don't want to be a breeder. I've thought about backpacking through Europe. I've actually thought about hiking the Appalachian Trail, Michael, which would be a little more accessible because I live in Georgia. I'm sorry about your epilepsy pig. It is. I'm sorry that you were late to my chronic disease video, but I felt like I didn't really get to be a young adult because my physical disabilities basically made it so that I was always trying to survive. It was horrible. Traditional gender roles also limit what you can and can't do with your life choices. Like, I want to live on my own terms. That would be unfeminine. Yeah. I feel like men also have to, like, they can't depend on people emotionally the same way women can. And we have this issue with men where they're all unaliving themselves at astronomical rates. The men's mental health crisis is crazy. And a lot of it has to do with traditional gender roles and not being able to break the mold. But that video will be uploaded probably. Let's check how it's doing right now. It might actually already be up. Hold on. I hope it didn't stop uploading. Okay, so that new video that I just posted about gender roles should be up in a second. I don't know where I put my live. Here we go. Chop Suey. What's up, Joey Shelbington? Calling me Shelbington. That's pretty funny. Evan, what's up, Axel? It's important to appreciate people as individuals and not put them into boxes as gender, race, or identity-based things. I agree with that. Ahmed, stay strong. Sarah, what's up? The not being able to rely on a man emotionally anyway goes both ways. Yeah, I feel like men, they have a lot to lose by getting married. They can get zeroed out by divorce. Dragon Black, I mean, I could sell them. They're for sale. If you guys are interested in them, I'm probably going to let them go for $250 each plus shipping. Yeah, being a parent is definitely not for everyone. I just hate that we as women are kind of like pressured. Sorry, my mic was all the way over there. I hope you guys could hear me. Okay, my mic is a little bit closer, so hopefully my audio will be a little clearer. Women do unalive themselves, Sarah, just not at the same rates as men. Like when a man unalives himself, basically he does it with intent. Like when a man attempts to unalive, he usually uses a weapon that's lethal. And women typically do it as a cry for help, and they usually survive. Like women attempt unalivings more often, but they're less successful. 250 would be a steal for the peacock. It's actually not done. But mostly the big ship, the issue is the shipping. Because the shipping might be up in like towards like 175. Like I've shipped one of these paintings before, and the shipping to get it across the country was like 175. But I think 250 is a pretty fair price for those. You might not want to have kids, but you might be okay with a son. Call him Wolfred. What is this Wolfred thing that you keep talking about, Joey? I saw you post that on my Instagram. I was like, what are you talking about with the Wolfred thing, Joey? What's up, Kai? Gar, America is going down. Have you considered moving towards another country? I don't really know what would the process be for moving to another country. It seems like it would be a bit of a logistical issue. I haven't watched the Chris Watts movie yet, Michael. Thanks for not being a man hater. I appreciate. I don't hate men. Could you ever use canvas and then roll it in the mail? These are stretched, so I can't roll these ones. Oh, Canada's on strike? Shit. I didn't know about that. Thanks for the love, Emmanuel. I would probably name my son, like Wilfred would be a weird name to name him. I'd maybe name him Rex after my great grandfather. I think men are having a hard time reconciling a Beowulf status with mundane reality. My suggestion would be for an unseasoned dude to travel or live homeless for a few years. That might be good. Well, Pharaoh. Yeah, Homeboy did not say Japan was on the come up. Like, Japan is like disappearing from the map. The boomer video you posted was really interesting. It's pretty crazy how 200 to 25, 250 gets you a house and how many years of working it takes to get that. That's pretty cheap for a house, Pig Venus. All the ones in my neighborhood start around 400. Wait, Starbucks is closing Wheels of Life? I didn't know Starbucks was closing. I'm painting on framed canvas, but planning on moving to another country next year. If I don't sell these paintings, I'm cutting them out in the frame, taking the luggage with me. That's cool, Sarah. What's up, George? Oh, Starbucks is closing some stores. Well, I guess it only makes sense because it is kind of expensive and it's kind of like like who can afford anything these days? We can't even afford eggs, let alone a mocha latte. Wolfgang is a common name in Germany. Oh, they're closing like 400 stores. Damn. That's actually crazy. Can't afford a pay toilet. I didn't know there was pay toilets out there. Most of the public restrooms in my area are free. But maybe there's pay toilets out there. I didn't really realize that was a thing. I haven't really traveled very much, as you guys know. I've been to Peru, Spain, Canada, LA, New York. That's about all I've been to. Okay, pay toilets are not real. I didn't know about that. You probably could have tricked me. What age would I like to check out? Like if things like continue on the way if I'm doing things the way I'm doing them now, I don't know. I keep trying to do longevity stuff, which is ironic because I don't like life, but I don't know, maybe 80. As long as I'm in decent health, like I don't want to languish in my 70s or anything, but I would just live the average lifespan and then drop dead. Post is on strike, checked in the mail, and nothing came through. Damn, that sucks. Like you're not getting any orders? What's up, Baltio, Gallardo? Yo, strange weather. Pay toilets sound metropolitan or European. I agree with that. My mom found out about my father's mistress by receiving paternity papers from the sheriff's department. Oh my God, Michael. That's insane. Yo, reminded me of the 99-cent stores closing too. Wheels of Life, I didn't realize that. Yo, Fabio, what's up? Hi, Shelby. I'm an Italian 37 unemployed living with my mom. Life is really hard. Relatable. I can't be attracted to Shelby after how she talked about her defecation. What? Am I supposed to have diarrhea, Joey? That doesn't turn you on? I'm not saying that it should, but you know. 75 max. I don't want to get hit. You don't want to hit 80. Yeah, 75 would be a good year to drop dead. I guess I would have like about 40 years left then. I'm not even at the halfway point yet. You may not like life, but you do seem to like these live streams. You were talking about moving to Twitch. Yeah, anyway, if you guys wanted to follow me on Twitch, I did pin it at the top of the stream. Colon issues are very tough, but all we can do is keep on going. For some reason, like when these streams like repost, it doesn't show the chat, even though I clicked play live chat replay. I don't know why it would do that. But it doesn't really make sense that the chat wouldn't be playable after these are posted. Thank you, Kai, for following me. I'm probably gonna start streaming Pokemon on there, and probably start doing IRL streams and just chatting streams like I'm doing right now. But like, I'm just gonna experiment with Twitch and see how it goes. I mean, we gotta laugh about it, right, Michael? Because if we don't laugh, we cry. I'm 40. It hurts, and the only thing that's keeping me going is my little dude and music. Well, yo, at least you got that. What's up? Greetings, Kuru. What's up from India? Cool. I want to start an art YouTube channel, but I have a few narcs and I can't shake off my trail, and they're making my life a living nightmare. I think one of them is a psychopath. Part of the reason I'm leaving the country. Damn. Sarah, be careful out there, because they say that wherever you go, there you are. So you might repeat the same social patterns in a different country. So just be aware of that. At least you're not vegan. I could never be with a vegan. Oh no, I love meat. I actually ordered a box of ribeyes that should be arriving soon. The subject of today, I guess, would be gender roles. And just chatting, because I posted a video about gender roles today. I think it finally uploaded. And I was just thinking about how arbitrary it is that, men can only express themselves through violence. Women can only, we have to be passive, and we have to be acquiescing towards other people. It just seems like there are arbitrary roles that are reinforced that are counterintuitive to the way that I actually am. And I'm not saying that gender roles are wrong, but it's like if you're forcing someone to perform a specific behavior based on their gender, it seems like it's a little bit fake. If I told you I can't stand my life, would it make you feel better? I guess not really, Rich. Gender roles still exist, the wheel of life. Imagine having a son with Shelby and our extreme mental illnesses cancel each other out. What? That's hilarious, Joey. Oh my God. I believe that there's basically two genders. I really am not getting into gender ideology. I was really talking about binary gender roles. I don't really think there's a billion different genders. There's like two, plus the outliers, like people that are trans, I guess. Women are always the boss in your life, the wheels of life. That's interesting. I mean, it was a valid question. Like if you're talking about gender ideology, you have to wonder if I believe in pronouns. I mean, if somebody has like a pronoun preference, I usually accommodate them, but it's not something that I'm like dying on the cross for, I can't be in a relationship where I don't make most of the decisions. Interesting, Sarah. Women, man and woman. That's it. All right, Ahmed. Women are the boss, says Nicholas. Kuru asked, do I play any sports? I played soccer and I did swim team when I was a kid, but right now I don't do anything like that. I guess this stream is just kind of me advertising my Twitch. So if you haven't, I pinned my Twitch, And you should all look at it. What should we talk about, guys? Any subject matter that you guys want to chat about? If I could be a man for 24 hours, what would I do? I don't know. That's a good question. Like, what kind of man am I? Am I a giga chat, or am I just an average dude? Your baby mama is non-binary. Interesting. Do you drink coffee? Sometimes. I'm not really a big caffeine person. I think it stains my teeth, so like an average guy. I don't know. I might lift something heavy just to see how strong I am. I mean, mostly in my free time, I'm doing painting, and all my time is free at this point. I'm doing painting and YouTube mostly. And I'm probably going to start streaming some video games up and coming soon. I don't know what I would do if I was an average guy. I've never fallen in love. You thought you were on drugs with the person you liked? I've never been in love. I don't even know if I'm capable of that kind of love. I've hooked up with somebody, but like I wasn't in love with him. I didn't really get attached to him either. You don't believe in falling in love, wheels of life? I guess like I'm kind of at that point where it's like I don't know if falling in love will ever happen to me. It's not like I've been putting myself out there recently though. I know there are guys like me who try to do 1,000 things at a time in relationships, and she wants to make the most decisions. Interesting. What's up, Michael? Yo, I don't know how to say your name. Cake Jolis, or Kake Jolis. Basically, if I would not be opposed to falling in love. I mean, I'd try it out. You believe that if a woman wants to be with you and she's a decent woman, you'll stay by her side? More of a primal thing. Interesting. What's up, amateur? You might have a narcissist or something kind of psychic vampire on you, David. Interesting. David might have a psychic vampire on him. Since having said narcs in my life, I've learned so much about psychological boundaries and finally learned to be less emotionally triggered. Oh yeah, Sarah. Like they will feed off of you if you express your emotions. Absolutely feed off of you. Joey, what did I miss? I missed your comment. Sorry. I didn't mean to miss your comment, Joey. Sometimes this chat goes a little speedy. What's up, Hassan? Good to see you again. Yeah, it's 8:30 in the morning. I might be streaming later again. Like their lifeblood, Sarah. It's like it's like blood to a vampire. Like your tears are like a blood to a vampire to them. I've noticed. And as someone that's super emotionally dysregulated, I've been super guilty of like feeding their supply source and being their supply source. That's why I've been attacked so easily. Rich Santa, hopefully I can have something decent in my future. It's rather lame up here at this point. Interesting. I think a lot of people have never fallen in love. And from my perspective, that's a big reason why people have warped perspective on relationships. So Marcus, try life. Nowadays, you can just try to have multiple incomes and always try to get ahead of everyone else. Is insanely difficult now. It's like power creep at this point. Hassan, I'm glad we finally caught you at a decent hour. I'm trying to stream at different times to like, catch people at good times for their time zone. Do military men hit on you considering Georgia is a military state? Interesting you should say that, Michael. The first guy that I was with was a Navy SEAL. Took a long time not to get emotionally triggered, but I've arrived mostly. That's good, Sarah. You also have UC, and even when you don't have a flare, I feel like shit mentally. Yo, Rigoberto. I understand you completely, bro. It's fucking awful. For those that don't know, UC is just this mentally draining thing. It's like even when you're not having a flare up, you can't really do anything anyway because it's like you can't get anything off the ground because as soon as you do, you're going to have a flare up anyway. Yeah, falling in love or falling in lust does the trick. Interesting. True that, Hassan. Glad we're not like meeting you at 2 a.m. again. 14:32 here. What does that mean? I'm an American. I don't know how to read military time. Is that like 4 a.m.? Rubber gopher? Or is that like 4 o'clock in the afternoon? 2 p.m. Okay. Why are my videos complaining about something? This is my vent channel, my friend. I haven't eaten breakfast yet, Hassan. I might be having like beef or something like that. Like I don't know, eggs maybe. Maybe some grits. I could have some porridge. Your narcissistic ex cracked your mind, and I woke up at 3 a.m. thinking I'm a genie, writing cathartic songs. Interesting. All right, 2:32 p.m. Thanks, guys. I got it now. I totally agree with your videos about how society rewards fake people. Thanks, Sarah. You'd ask me on a date if I lived in Europe. Yo, if I ever get over there, maybe, Luca. Guys, what time is it where you are? Post it in the chat so we have an idea of where everyone's at. I think most of you guys are probably either in Europe or in Asia at this point. I have heard of Gabor Mate, and he talks about childhood trauma, its influence on the physical and mental health of adulthood, including autoimmune disease. Yo, Thief, you're in the same time zone as me. That's 8:35 where I'm at too. 1:35 p.m. in the UK. 14:35ish, which is about 2:35 in Croatia. About 3:35 where Shank is. Kai, you're a little bit ahead of me. You're probably in the central US, right, Kai? Pretty cool. Everybody's different time. Only a couple of you are. Taiwan is exactly 12 hours behind or ahead, if you depending on how you look at it. It's funny we'll live life because it's 8:30 a.m. where I am. 10:35 p.m. in Australia. When I was younger, I would fall in love with girls really easily, and it's been beaten out of me, so now I can focus on work. Damn, David. All right, Lexi. If you don't like my videos, you don't have to watch it. I'm allowed to whine like a baby if I want to, Lexi. Kai, are you in the Midwest? Or I don't know. We could guess what state Kai's in right now. He's in Central Time. He's an hour behind. I've been trying to cut back on my smoking, and I smoked as soon as I say that, like I bought some recently, so I have to smoke the rest of it. What's up, Luca? I'm your type. I'll take it. If I could choose if I spoke any language and I could live anywhere, I would probably just experiment with every single country because I've never really lived anywhere else. So I don't know if I would enjoy living anywhere else. But in this thought experiment, if I speak any language, I would try to live everywhere and then decide after that. Did your father ever side with you over your mother? Not necessarily. I like extra sour gummies too, Rich. I actually have I love warheads. You're in is that Wyoming? Cool. I hear the cost of living is a little bit cheaper out there, Kai, but they also pay less. Addictions aren't real, it's all psychological. David, it's also physical. I don't vape, Thief. What's up, Evan? 9:37 East Coast in Canada. I'm mostly speaking about tobacco. The most messed up part about narcissistic homes is that nobody from the outside ever believes you. Yes, it's absolute hell. The kids in that place are going through, and the entire world comes crashing with no hope in sight. Oh my God, it's so true, Hassan. Like, people, they're so good at covering themselves up, and like protecting themselves is actually crazy. I thought there was a way to see statistics stuff on YouTube. Maybe there is. I'm not really familiar with that. My long hair looks really feminine. My mom says it's time for me to cut it. So, in terms of my ayahuasca experience, I really don't want to share it because it was extremely personal. Basically, I had flashbacks to my childhood. I relived the childhood trauma as though it was actually happening, and then I relived it as though I was an adult watching it happen, and then I relived it as though it was just happening to someone else, and then I released it. Isn't that interesting? Wow, wow, get a job. Lexi, you know what? I'm gonna have to put you in timeout. Lexi is now in timeout for 5 minutes. How do I feel about Atlanta? Do you see yourself living there long term? I mean, I really don't have a choice, Michael. To be honest, I have to stay here. I don't really live in Atlanta. I live in the metro area, as most of you probably have already guessed. And I'm going to basically be stuck here. I mean, if I move out ever, it would be nearby. Even through withdrawal symptoms of tobacco, willpower is based on how demoralized you are. Interesting. Oh, shit. I missed most of those comments. Don't do anything to my hair. You think I should keep growing it out? I think it does need a bit of a trim because some of it has split ends. Ayahuasca is pretty intense. You have to be mentally ready for major upheaval in your life because it really opens you up emotionally. Um, I mean, I really don't even go into the city very often, Michael. I'm kind of a homebody. 4 generations of smoking and drinking addicts on my side. Addiction can be made physical, I believe, for sure, and the environment is a significant impact. Very true. A lot of it has to do with environment. Michael, the thing is, like, I think Atlanta does have a good art scene, but like, I don't know how to get involved in it. I should try to get involved in it. It's like it's a huge resource that I'm wasting at this point. Gopher says, "Get a job is so ignorant. Unemployment is shooting up in the USA right now. Employment are swamped, and applications are because we can't get enough jobs." Cosmic Ghost says, "Cigarettes are about the only thing that keeps me happy anymore." Kai says, "Yup." Yo, Michael, if I actually go out to a bar, anybody will hit on me. But I don't really go out to bars very often. Like in my daily life, if I'm just going to like an errand or something, I've been hit on a couple of times by men, like while I'm going through my daily routine, but it's not very frequent. But if I go to like a meat market bar or something, it's like anybody and everybody is trying to hit on me. Jobs numbers minus 32,000 last month. You did 100x salvia and it turned into a phone cord spinning around them. What the heck? Who's Hassan Piker? Drinking is for noobs, says Thief King. Thief King has transcended drinking, you guys. W's in the chat for Thief King for transcending drinking and being sober right now. I'm using acrylic mostly. The job reports is going to be delayed, but Texas unemployment doubled this month. It's much worse than it looks. Damn. If you haven't been drunk, getting drunk for the first time could change your life. I've been drunk, Joey. I've had so much in me that I threw up. Took you 8 to 10 years to find a job. At least I was highly qualified. Damn. Atlanta is on my place to visit in the future in music, along with notorious places like Nashville. I mean, maybe it's because I'm from here, Michael, but I feel like there's nothing to fucking do here. There's the aquarium, I guess. It's been a couple years since I've been to the aquarium. They got a whale shark and shit. Thief Canes wakes and bakes. He doesn't drink. Okay. Thief. I agree. Way better to cheap at home. Drink at home. It's so much cheaper. McDowell. I agree with you. Oh, Hassan Piker is a leftist Twitch streamer. Interesting. I might like him then. Human art and culture is the only thing that can save humans, so you're on the right path. You know, Michael, do I get flattered by the attention men give you? My first reaction is fear because I don't know what their intentions are. And I'm always afraid that they might drug me or SA me. That's honestly really a possibility. But if I'm going out to a venue where there's going to be men and it's a singles bar, then I expect to be hit on. So I guess I'm flattered, but I'm also on my guard, you know? I'd rather listen to you than watch a video. What does that mean? I don't know, Rich. Maybe you just like to chat. You have MS and it's the only thing that helps you. Yo, if you have a medical condition, do whatever works, I guess. There's a thread about Shelby in an incel form. I didn't know that, Joey. That's crazy. Oh well, you know, cloud is cloud, I guess. Everything in the US is so far apart. Absolutely true, amateur. I'm a dude. I'd rather be stuck in the woods with a bear. You too? I choose the bear too, Cosmic. 1:45 a.m. here in New Zealand. Take it from me. Alcohol is not good for you. Agree with that. I don't go to bars, abstain from alcohol, and I don't like loud noise. That's my thing too, Rubber, is that the problem is that bars are too loud and I don't like it. I'm a true American, Strange Weather. I wonder why you would say that. You like me because I'm authentic. I'll take it. Zillennial Nexus, good to see you again. What do you think about the design of American cities? I mean, I really don't know much about city design in the first place. Cloud is cloud, says Strange. What do you... I didn't write my morning pages today, Hassan. I haven't done them yet. I guess this is kind of like my morning pages. I'm just kind of venting on stream right now. By the way, guys, I did make a Twitch account and I pinned it at the top of the chat. So if you wanted to follow me on Twitch, feel free to follow me on Twitch because I'm going to start streaming on there too. And hopefully do some games and stuff if you're interested. I have a similar channel to you and I just wanted to rant about how much I hate my 9 to 5, but I don't get views. I mean, I didn't get views for like the first 2 months. How did I end up here? So, you know, advertising your channel here is a good idea. Maybe you can post a link. I'm just getting into watching streamers. I watch a lot of streamers in this niche, I guess. Yeah, most black bears just want to run away if you chase them. That's true. I've never had a drink of alcohol in my life because of this video we watched in health class about drunk driving. Oh, shoot. That's pretty cool. Been unemployed for 2 years and I don't count as unemployed. The numbers don't match really. Yeah. Okay, yours truly real. I hope that is your last cigarette though. Amateur says I have never realized that I'm being hit on until days or weeks later. What would I like my art to achieve? I don't know, sales? If I cried in my videos, that would help. I can't really fake my tears, though. Games I'm going to play, probably zoo simulation games, Pokemon, stuff like that. Twitch is a streaming platform, Cosmic Ghost. I do take cat naps throughout the day sometimes, Michael. And other Michael. I notice I can get addicted to streamers and their community. I'm trying to be careful about who I follow and interact with. Good idea. Yeah, a lot of these e-girls, you know, they're very good at taking your money. Oh, Elden Ring would be fun. I'm not a fake crier. I can't fake cry. Oh, yeah, car dependency. I mean, I've never lived in a city where there's actually like public transportation, so it does suck to have to be dependent on a car. The way I was able to make money with my art was through making assets for video games. That's a good idea, Thief Kings. I should play 2 Point Hospital, 2 Point Campus. Very similar. Interesting. Do I like fishing? I haven't been in a while. Okay, Dylan Burns is another leftist streamer I might like. I'll keep that in mind. It sucks that this economy is so bad that it's hard to support or share art because you need every last time to make it to the next paycheck. Amen to that. I actually made 3 sales on my Shopify yesterday, so that's pretty cool. Michael says, I like Shelby because I'm really interested in being an artist and being it with genuine people who also do the same kinds of things. Aw, thanks, Michael. What do I wash my face with? I guess like a facial cleanser. Just a standard one. Destiny. I think I know Destiny, actually. Yo, Cosmic Ghost. Thanks for the sub. I wish I had trains to use, Rubber Gopher. We don't have trains here at all. We got shit buses that are always late. I mean, art is not all about money. If art was all about money, I wouldn't do it in the first place. I do it because I enjoy making art and I enjoy picture making. You go to Boston on the weekends and just started taking the subway after the... Interesting. What's up, Ariel? I haven't talked to Raymond since our stream, Michael, but I'm gonna sneeze. I gotta blow my nose so bad. I use my car in Atlanta. I don't use a bike. There are no I mean, technically there are bike lanes, but I don't want to get ran over. I don't want to get political on this, but I'm sure you guys can probably put together if I'm pro-choice, I'm probably anti-Trump, right? Watch Chris Chan, A Comprehensive History, if you haven't already, okay? I'm from Kentucky, in a small town. Public transportation is a loose cow. Interesting. Yo, what just happened? I'm selling something on Facebook Marketplace. I mean, I don't know about the Charlie Kirk thing, you guys. I haven't had breakfast yet. The Charlie Kirk thing, in my opinion, like, I don't think anyone should be dancing on his grave. But like, at the same time, it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. If you ever travel, I'd recommend the Chocolate Hills. Oh, I mean, MARTA sucks. I've never been on MARTA in my life. I have a car. But Atlanta does have MARTA. But MARTA is super ghetto, and it's really not a cool thing. My channel is about complaining about life, Decarious. And I talk about being unemployed and stuff. Yeah, let's not talk about Charlie Kirk. I agree with that. Yeah, MARTA is Atlanta's mass transit system. I forget what it stands for. But I've never been on MARTA in my life because I have a car. But if I get an autism diagnosis, they might give me income for it. I never thought about that, but that's probably pretty true. I should try applying for disability again. I've tried abstract art. Thank you for the compliment, Decarious. Hair, style it, put it up, tank top. That's a good idea. I could like show my titties off at one point, I guess. But I really don't want that to be the focus of the stream. Life is pretty weird right now, says Cosmic. How did I end up here? Whether you're employed or unemployed, both definitely deserve complaining. Absolutely true. It stands for Metropolitan Atlanta Rapid Transit Authority. Okay, cool. Thanks for the info, Zillennial. They do have disability, MGTOW, but you have to like jump through every single hoop and actually be dying in order to get it. Seasonal affective disorder. Like I've never really had seasonal depression. I've just had like regular depression. It usually doesn't get cold until like November though. Like November through March is usually when it's the coldest. I'm not going to create an OF pixel journey. I'm not that kind of girl. Yo, Josephine, she says she's in Raymond's channel and enjoyed the video that we made. What's up? Welcome aboard. Your grandparents were art teachers and you could still never learn how to draw. That's crazy, Joey. Kai has seasonal affective disorder. That shit sucks. Just make sure that you take your vitamin D. What age range am I in? I'm 32. What else do I take besides I take a mood stabilizer and a sleeping pill. Seasonal affective disorder is sad. It's basically when the weather changes, you get depressed. They call it sad. Yeah, Georgia stays pretty warm. I mean, it does get cold, don't get me wrong, but it's usually only a couple months or a couple days out of the year. Disability, if I was ever able to apply for it, I might get like $500 a month. Yeah, I hear Canada has a lot of seasonal affective disorder. I mean, it can refer to both pixel art journey, like seasonal affective disorder and social anxiety disorder, both can refer to it. But I don't really have a lot of anxiety left these days. You think I'm more mature than you, Magnus? That's kind of funny. America's car-centric due to the redesign in the 1950s for oil companies, car companies is a factor in our isolation and lack of community. That's true. Massachusetts going back up to the 80s this weekend. It's a little bit crazy. 540 a week in Australia is actually insane, McTell. That's actually crazy. I have been hospitalized for a panic attack, Charlie. The VA does absolute shit to help with your bipolar. That's typical. I don't have an EBT. Oh fuck! I don't have an EBT card. I can't qualify for it. I have too much savings. They won't give me much though because I'm able to make any kind of money on YouTube. They wouldn't give you anything. True that. Would you be open to doing a Q&A streams outside? Maybe. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. I could probably bring my phone outside and do some Q&A. I actually have a waterfall that's nearby my house. So we could go like vibe by the waterfall, you guys. What do you think? Maybe I could do that later today. Do a waterfall vibe Q&A. I'll put on something cute and seasonal. I'll get like right by the waterfall. Whatever. If they want to find me, they can fucking find me. It wouldn't be that friggin' hard. If I'm gonna get doxxed, I'm gonna get doxxed. It doesn't even matter. Once went to a mental hospital in 2012 for 6 months, but never went back. That's good, Joey. Yeah, Marta is not the bestest, Millennial. Imagine being in a room with 90 people all looking at you and listening to you speak. That'd be insane when you think about it that way. Sketch streaming outside would be epic. Yeah, don't show the street names and such. Very good point, Pixel. Waterfall stream. Yeah, I went back 6 times. It was horrible. I got re-traumatized by the system. You got forced hospitalizations on you, Magnus. I've been I've been 1013 4 times. 2 of the times I walked myself in there, every other time was a 1013, which is an involuntary hold. That's 1013 is a Georgia code for involuntary psych hold. You can look that up to verify, chat. Oh, brother. I don't have any baseball cards, but I got some Pokemon cards. You want me to grab them? Oh, in Florida, it's called the Baker Act. It's crazy how they have a different word for every single place. But yeah, in Georgia, it's called 1013. Ah, crap. Tried to do that. I don't think iShowSpeed is going to ever notice me. How did I end up here? He's like a bajillionaire streamer. I'm pretty sure he's rich. A job is modern day slavery, Dark Embracer. See, I was voluntary in 2 Forest. I was like a prison with uncaring employees. Oh my god, my experience was awful. I had a guy try to like stalk me and rape me in there. I was in a co-ed dorm, and there was this crackhead that kept trying to pursue me, and he kept trying to grab my ass. I'm like literally grab my ass. It was so dangerous. My favorite Pokemon was Ampharos, Typhlosion, etc. Lexi, I gave you a chance. I'm gonna have to ban you because you're being a nuisance again. Bye-bye. You have a decent amount of people here just for talking. Nobody wants to hear me talk at all. Capable Planet. I don't know where all these people came from. Yeah, we had to get rid of Lexi because Lexi would not be nice. We gave her a chance and she's decided to be a bully on the stream, so she's gone now. So mental hospitals, depending on your insurance, can be ghetto or can be decent. I went to one that was kind of like a middle class mental hospital, so it was neither ghetto and it was neither decent. It was kind of just split down the middle. Lexi was just telling me that she's being very negative, but I blocked all of her comments, so yeah, I had to enforce my boundaries, Millennial. We have to do what we can. I gave her a chance, and she did not allow herself to change. Lexi is toxic as fuck. I have a good job and good income, but recognize the struggle. Some people just don't get it. Right on. Right on. How did I end up here? I found my people. Can we make it to 100 viewers on this stream? Can we make it to 100 concurrent viewers, guys? I mean, obviously, you guys can't control that. Just stay on the stream. Leave it in the background instead of signing off so we can make it to 100. Lexi is probably a Russian bot. Maybe so. As my dad would say, nice didn't seem to work. You know what? Being nice doesn't always work. I suffer from anxiety and feel like you're in a bad dream, and every so often you come back out of it. I know, Andy, it's like sometimes you feel okay, but it's never long enough to get shit done. Rubber Gopher wants to clone himself. Am I into cottage goods? Like, I don't know what that is, honestly. I have a dehydrator. You will contribute 1% to that goal, B Rizzle. Thank you for staying on the stream. Lexi got her mouth washed out by Shelby. Damn. It's crazy. Crazy work. We're almost at 100. It's crazy, guys. Oh, I might do a different location stream later. Take my phone into the jungle. Try to be nice where possible, but when nice doesn't work, I walk away. Gotta enforce boundaries. Anyway, I started replaying Pokemon Violet last week. It runs so well on the Switch too, but it's still the same game at its core and the same core flaws. Interesting, Zillennial. I don't have a Switch 2 yet. Hopefully I will get one soon. Oh, cottage goods are homemade food products without dairy or meat usually. Interesting. I'm not really familiar with that. Breaking Wind is sailing. I've never seen A Clockwork Orange, Rich Santa, but I've read it. I think the Newspeak thing was interesting. My plans for today, I mean, I uploaded a video already, and I might be going into the woods to stream later. We'll see how that goes. How am I up so early, Dutch? I mean, I don't have a PS5, Andy. Yo, Magnus. You'll pretend to buy a picture from me. What's up, Magnus? We love Magnus. Awesome work for Magnus Wooten. I think that's his first supportive post epic. We almost made it an hour without a super chat, but we finally got our first super chat, so we'll take what we can get, right, guys? Have I ever thought about teaching art or doing therapy streams? That'd be cool. I've done drawing streams. Magnus, if we ever do a sketch stream, you can have your first dib at a art request. I mean, if you think about it, does any of this mean anything? I doubt it. We're on a rock orbiting another rock that's on fire in a galaxy that's 930,000 light years big. I think we should all just quit our jobs. I mean, like when I think about that, we're just spinning on a rock or on another rock and how insufficient all this is. It's like, yeah, it doesn't seem like any of this is actually worth it. Andy says it feels weird hearing you reply to my comment, I guess. That's what this is about, Andy. We got to support each other. Cosmic Girl is like, right? She's like, we got to. Cosmic Ghost says we should just. Why would we want to go to our shit job when all of this, like, the universe is so big? It just doesn't make sense. There is other galaxies. I know. There's like probably aliens out there too. What's up, Andy? Good morning from England. Nyarla Thrutup helps us understand the chaos. Who's that? You're at your job right now. How did I end up here? That's awesome. Dutch works a shitty warehouse job. Dutch is like really unhappy right now. In 1,000 years, none of this will matter anyway. That's what I say all the time, Noodle. Hassan, I've never played Need for Speed as far as I know. I think the problem with your art streams, though, I like them, but you should talk. You don't talk much. Yeah. It's hard to talk and draw at the same time and check the chat at the same time, though. I'll try to figure out a way to like get better at talking. It is pretty tough to like balance that though. When we think about ancient humans, we think about cave art. There is something meaningful in art. Agreed. I really don't put my hair up very often. I don't have anything against crypto. I just don't think it's like something I want to get into because I'm a late adopter on it, so it might not be worth getting into at this point. I might just be better off buying gold. I have heard of Elliot Rodger. I know he's the perfect gentleman. And Alec Minasassin, is he another assassin? Studying art's important according to Grand Admiral Thrawn in Star Wars Rebels. True that. He's right. Elliot Rodger is the perfect gentleman, everyone. He left that incel manifesto and then he shot up a school, which is really a bummer. I really want to start stacking gold with my YouTube money. What do you guys think about that? Buy Bitcoin, not gold. I don't know if I'm an incel. I'm not even that, like, I could get laid if I wanted to, so it's not like I'm involuntary. I don't think a girlfriend could have fixed him either, B Rizzle. He was just a very homicidal person. He really bought into everything. Yeah, he bought into all the incel rhetoric, I guess. The founding father of modern incel ideology. My wallet, my choice. What made you wake up one day and say you're going to make a YouTube channel about my life? I wanted to make this YouTube channel like 5 years ago, but I just kept putting it off because I thought no one would see it. I thought it would be stupid, waste of time. Do I use a strategy? Sort of. I have like a list of topics that I talk about. They are planned, I guess you could say. I do brainstorm, but for the most part, I'm just improvising on here. It's not super strategized. I don't have some sort of underlying super plan. I'm just kind of winging it. Like, it seems to be working though. The US dollar hasn't been tied to gold since Nixon. That's a long time ago. If you ever go to prison, you're going to start a cult. Elliot Rodger gave incels a bad name. I mean, I don't know about that. I think they had a bad name anyway. If I ever go to prison, I'm going to start a cult. Let's see. I think nobody's an incel. They're just blaming women instead of fixing their own problems. I agree with you, Pixel Art Journey. I think when the collapse happens, you'd be better off having food and tools that you could trade with. Gold is just a shiny rock. You can't eat or build with it. RH, the 1970 hourly wage in gold is $1,800 an hour. What? That doesn't seem right. You wouldn't know what to say. I mean, listen, there's plenty of awkward silences on here, Andy. I mean, I've just started doing it and I've gotten a lot better at just talking and talking and talking, but it does take a little bit of practice. I know, gosh, minimum wage would have to be like $66 an hour to have the buying power as it did in the 70s, which is true. Have I recently tried any new social situations to meet people in real life? Not recently. I keep wanting to do that. Never too late to get into crypto. I bought some Peekamoon. What's up, Retro Scotty? Good to see ya. Can we make it to 100 concurrent? Let's see. That's what I thought too. However, I'm not nearly as successful sort of 2 years ago. You have to be really consistent. I think consistency is the biggest determiner capable planet. Like, it's better to post once a week and just be consistent than it is to post sporadically. My father is dead. My mother has blood cancer. I have no siblings. Damn, Joey. That's rough stuff. Yeah, Andy, I feel like crypto is too risky. Bye, Kakajolis. John Strozel claimed a lot to the contrary on the house buying and such. He argued that being able to order food delivery in houses being higher quality means that things are better. What? Savvy boy, remember me? What do you do when you cannot work, but you have to work? I dissociate. I try to just like be as far away mentally as I can from the situation. Been to BTC and Dogecoin for 10 years. 99% of my net worth is in Bitcoin. Guard it with your life, RH. My thoughts on honey badgers. They are savage and they don't give a fuck. I don't know how I've been able to grow on YouTube so fast. It's kind of actually crazy. I think I just got lucky. Yes, Ishvara, I did make the paintings in the background. These are my paintings. I think gold is a pretty kind of a more stable investment. Do I get along better with women or men? I mean, honestly, it depends on the person. I really don't decide on who I hang out with. It just completely depends. I'm doing amazing with YouTube, which is actually crazy. Women plus camera plus sad equals popular YouTube channel. True that. I mean, there is kind of a truth to that. I do write my own videos, so I guess that kind of counts as writing, Chief C. Incels are the bulk of my audience. Gold is always some kind of value. Gold is stable, which is undesirable to young investors. Interesting. You have 100K in XRP. Damn, nice job, amateur. I sold my XRP a little bit too early. My mom has given me a little bit of shit for my channel. But like, she's okay with it. She might be watching this stream right now. I don't even know. She might be downstairs watching it. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. Yo, that's how much it takes. I mean, amateur, you got to build it up over time. People are looking for real. Sharing your vulnerability helps us relate. Thank you. I don't think I have bipolar necessarily. I think I have like a lot of other shit though. Your mom only watches this casino guy on YouTube? That's kind of funny. You sadly lived with your parents for over 35 years. You did finally live on your own for a year, only to move back in. Damn, that sucks, retro. I relate to that though. I have dirt on my sleeve. It's actually paint. This is a paint shirt. You guys want to see? My mom gave me shit because she says that all my shirts turn into paint shirts. The woman who wrote Harry Potter came from obscurity. I guess she did. I mean, eventually someone from obscurity ends up making it, but it seems like most people are Nepo babies. But at the same time, you have to wonder, like, someone has to be the first in the generation to succeed. You're real and authentic, not some out of touch talking head that doesn't understand us. Thanks, Jonah. Hi, Mom. Your daughter is exceptionally talented, says Chief C. What's up, Mother? Someone is complimenting your child on live. Women need a man need a woman, man have a house. Interesting, RH. Oh, survivorship bias. For those people, it's like 0.01%. Noodle, I completely 100% agree with that. Absolutely true. You're 29 and scared to get 30, no job, no girlfriend, no friends. You have a bachelor's in interesting hacker. We all relate to that though. I did not get the plant nursery job capable of planning it. They wanted someone with horticulture experience for a $15 an hour job. Shelby, do you have pictures of you when you're younger? I would have to look for them. It's a little bit creepy though if you wanted that. J.K. Rowling was a single mom living in Edinburgh when she wrote the first Harry Potter book in a local cafe. True that. No idea why you came up on my YouTube. Homeless. Like your art. What's up, Jim? Good to see you here. Did I take the 2020 to 21 serum? I took 3 of them because I had to keep my job at the time. If you catch the last part, I did get a place of my own. Even better news, the rent is actually cheaper due to the move out. Good for you, Retro. Oh, what do I call you guys? I do need a name for you guys. Noodle wants me to name my audience. What do you guys think? Noodle says we need a name for the audience. What do you guys think about that? Any ideas? My Myers-Briggs is INFP, Joey. How did you guess that? The Shelby bots, the Shelbus, the Shelbos. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, you guys are hilarious. The GT500s? What? That's insane. Also, guys, remember I'm plugging my Twitch. It's at the top of the thing. I posted it earlier. I pinned it. So follow me on Twitch. I'm trying to get to like 50 followers before I start posting on there. The psychedelic desperados. The Shelbus. Oh my god. The Shelbits. Shelbyans. You guys are hilarious. I don't know if I should name you guys after me though. I'm not really in a character. You guys are actually making me laugh for real. My understanding is that often you feel down and distraught, but you don't get that good feeling sometimes because you're not like most people and you see the system for what it is. Yeah. The artistics, the Shelby villains, the existers. How many of us are unfucked men though? What? Our age. The Shellbronies. The existers is hard. The awkward bachelors club. Okay. Given your name, I imagine that Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise would be your favorite Pokemon. Well, not exactly. I didn't even my favorite Kanto starter was actually Charmander. The Fired Bunch, the makers of stuff, Shelby's Closet Dwellers, Bacon Pancakes. Shelbyville was on The Simpsons. Sounds like a cult. The Closet Dwellers, lol. The Shelby Maniacs. Well, one thing's for sure, you have exceptional talent in painting, drawing, and art. Thank you. It's a great escape. The Shelbys. Michael, the Shelbys. What's up, my Shelbys? Oh my god, that's horrible. That's so cringy. I don't know. The inhabitants of Shelbania. I should call this entire thing Shelbania. What's up, Shelbania? I should do like what Drew Gooden does and call his followers Greg. I should just name you guys like a standard name. Like, what's up, Greg? You guys know Drew Gooden. JG1982 has left us a super sticker for $5. Keep it up. Word on the street is that that's pretty awesome. All right, Andy, I'll see you later. We're at 99. We're at 99 concurrents. We're almost at 100. We keep teetering on the edge of 100 concurrent viewers, guys. I do have a TikTok, Chief. It's in my bio. I don't really post on it very often. The Duracells hair up tank top equals a lot more views. Yeah, I could put my titties on display, I guess. They're not very big though. You want me to show some? I've made it to like almost 15K without showing cleavage one time. So you know, Shelby sounds cute. I also like the idea of being called something regular like Greg or Joe Mama. That's hilarious. Call us Shelton. Just a bunch of Sheltons. You guys are hilarious. Yeah, like Michael's giving me a free plug. He wants us to like, subscribe, and share. And of course, follow me on Twitch. I'm gonna check out how many of you actually did it. All right, only about 4 of you actually followed on Twitch from the stream. So I know there's more of you than that. We can do it. Each stream can make you as much as someone makes in a day of work. Possibly. Only if people are extremely generous, Joey, but we don't really know how that's going to work. Corn, I thought it was Slipknot that did that. What's up? Corn called their fans maggots, so it could be worse. That's funny. Zillennial Nexus doesn't have Twitch. That's all right. I really am not familiar. That was a little bit before my time, Pharaoh, so I wouldn't know about that. I got to pick my prescription up today. Okay, thanks, Rubber Gopher. I probably would like Slipknot and Korn if I actually got into them. I'm probably old enough to appreciate it now. The algorithm is pushing you out there and there. Run with it. I'm running with it, man. I got to do it. All right. If you guys don't have Twitch, I understand. It's fine. I like Smashing Pumpkins. I'm a little bit familiar with that one. And of course, their descendants. I don't smoke weed, JG. I try to avoid that. Life is Peachy is a good start. Interesting. I have to look at that. Yo, Marcine, to lift the mood, paint more pictures like the ones with the Native American woman and the wolf. What's up? Thank you, Marcine. Everybody like Marcine. We got to live those W's, though. Epic. Marcine is amazing. I don't know what currency that is. I'm going to look it up. That's about $7 that he left us in USD. Pretty cool. I'm probably going to put some prints of my peacock, the peacock on my Shopify. I haven't done that yet, though, Rev. But I will. Definitely will put the peacock on. It's just not completely finished yet. And I'll do the Native American woman too. Oh, we had 100 concurrents and then it disappeared. We had 103 on stream, says Cosmic Ghost, and then they dropped off. Existers, we reached 100. VM Extra, thank you for the support. The one before had Daddy Friggin' a Nightmare. I'm going to have to look into this. You guys are recommending me all sorts of music that was a little bit before my time, but that I'd probably like anyways. Be original. We completed the mission. I missed it, though. We're still at 99 right now, so we gotta tilt that back into the hundreds. You're from Lithuania. That's pretty cool. I like Paramore. I like Fall Out Boy. I like, all that kind of stuff. Evanescence. That's kind of what I grew up with. I know those guys were based on the ones that came before them, though. They had stage fright. Didn't like standing with all the Sheldons. Interesting. The Deftones were cool. Existers. Is this what we are? Gang gang. I guess. The existential existers. We're at 100 again, guys. What's up? We are the existers. I have MPD, which I count as 6 people, so we're in the hundreds. GMP, you're funny as fuck. We reached 100 a couple of times, but we're not really maintaining it very well. All right. It's not that easy to just leave the US, MK. You have to like get a visa and you have to have a job, and it's like a bunch of rigmarole to like become a citizen somewhere else. Yo, we're at 100 again. That's awesome, guys. What's up? If you're new, make sure you follow me on Twitch if you have a Twitch. I pinned it at the top of the chat. DMB. Yo. Retro Scotty. I also like Rush, which is a Canadian band. If Shelby and anyone else has ever heard of them, I've never heard of them. I don't really know a lot of music though, so don't really. Y'all donate to Shelby, the OG exister, and she pays us with her laughs. Thanks. You guys made me smile today, like genuinely smile, so that's pretty funny. I also posted a new video that should be uploaded by now, so I made that earlier today. It's all about gender roles and how weird they are. I'm sure I've heard the song Tom Sawyer. I think I have. I don't want to say I haven't. Now that you put me on the spot like that, Michael. I really need to like, you guys need to make a list of stuff that I need to listen to as soon as I get off of here. I'm going to write it down. All right, guys, make a list of like songs that I'm supposed to listen to by next time. And I'm going to write them down in my book. Make a music. Oh, that'd be a good idea. On my Discord. That's probably a good idea. I'll write down Madness, House of Fun. Hear You, Me, Jimmy Eats World. Buwan, a Philippine song, okay. Evergreen Terrace. Just listen to gangster rap. That'll cure anybody's depression. All right. Yo, Ivan, with that $2 super chat. We love to see that. Super sticker, that is. Yo, that's your first super on a live stream ever? Me? I'm the one? That's amazing. You've never left a super on anybody's live stream and I'm the first one? Ivan. That's crazy. Yeah, you can become a member of the YouTube channel family and get access to my Discord. It's hot that Shelby writes with her right hand. What a sign of a righteous woman. What? Most people are right-handed, bro. Ivan, like, you've never watched any prior streams? That's crazy. Welcome. What's up, Rapscallion? I think we're comfortably into the hundreds in terms of our viewership right now. If you haven't liked the stream yet, make sure you leave a big like. It'll take yourself 5 seconds. So let's bring those likes up there. Joey's gonna date Shelby because she's right-handed. Swerve driver. I'm gonna write that down. Neutral Milk Hotel. Okay. There is a Discord, but it is for members only. Try life. Grandfather left-handed for everything except writing. Interesting. Because nuns in the Catholic school forced him to write with his right hand. Fuck them. Zolenial, that is so lame that they would force him to not be left-handed. Shelby's the best YouTuber, very authentic. Thank you, Mario. Neutral Milk Hotel. How do they come up with such names? That's a good question. Drive by REM. I'll write that down. Do you like burger? Yes. I like burger. I actually like burger much like class of 2011. That was when I graduated, Mario. It's really hard to narrow down songs that you would like because I'm not sure what kind of music. I mean, I like crash out music, so if it's like a depressing song, I'll probably enjoy it. I also like basic white girl music, as you guys know. So if you guys got any basic white girl music that I need to know of, let me know. Dun, 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 dun. We got 106 people. I do know how to swim. I like My Chemical Romance. Teenagers scare the living shit out of me. That's a classic song. I mean, not technically classic. It came out in like 08, right? But I grew up with My Chemical Romance. That was when I was a teenager. Blink 182. I like them too. Fresh Fruit or Rotting Vegetables by Dead Kennedys. Interesting. Class of 2015, which is interesting because it's like the last millennials and the first Zoomers. Yeah, that's true. If I like MCR, I might like Alkaline Trio. I'll write that down. You were the class of 03 Cosmic Ghost. Welcome back. Retro is also class of 03. Cool, cool. Where in the States do you live? I'm asking because of the accent you have. I live in Metro Atlanta, which is in Georgia. Oh, you were born in 03, Logan. Damn, you're probably one of the younger ones on the stream. That means you're 22. Yo, Try Life just became a casual super fan, everybody. Try Life has become a member of our channel. Rapscallion is only 20. Retro is from Texas, and you guys, a lot of you guys are younger than my most of my viewership is between 25 and 35. Shelby, I keep telling you to stop oversharing. Black Pillow's already whining about you in their circle. I don't care. Whatever. They're gonna dox me and kill me, I guess. If they want to talk shit about me, they're gonna talk shit about me. You went to basic training in Georgia. That's pretty cool. Yeah, how old is everybody, guys? Who's the youngest one and who's the oldest one in the chat? $21. We got somebody who's 21. Andrew's 21. Well, Pharaoh is 41. Oh, Marcine is 47. Okay. Is anybody younger than 20? Because I think that's our youngest one. And Michael is 47 too. Yo, MGTOW Asia is 57. I think that's our record right now. Zillennial is identified as 18 with 10 extra years of experience, so that's 28 years old. Around the same age as me, but a different generation anyways. Yours truly, Will, you are not 300 years old. Mario was born in 92. I was born in 93. Interesting. Bye, Ivan. It's good to see you. Wouldn't it be crazy if we all lived to be 120 years old? Because then we would live like 90 more years. Like the world's oldest person. What's up, Steven? The world's oldest person lived to be like 122. So that would mean I would be 90 years old. Like 90 more years of life if I lived to be the world's oldest person. Yo, Joey, with this nonsense that you keep spouting, I really don't even know what to say about that. We're not naming our son Wilfred either. Thanks, Zaliquin. My art looks awesome. Technically, we're all made of stardust. I mean, I guess so. I feel like Joey is being halfway serious, Retro. I mean, I really don't even know. 122 is as far as a human brain can live, according to my high school psychology teacher. Interesting. I don't want to see the world 90 years from now either, but at the same time, I kind of do. Yo, Fred, I love those guys. I love Starhawk, Dorian Virtue, and the book The Cosmic Mother. I love those books. I read Susanna Budapest as well. A lot of Wiccan authors. You probably guessed I was a little bit pagan, didn't you, Fred? Yeah, I read The Spiral Dance. Doreen Valiente. Yeah, I've read all those. If they cure aging, we get to stay here and be tormented forever. Yeah, fuck that, David. I don't want to be here forever. Rex is what I would name my son because that's my great-grandfather's name. I've heard of Philip Glass. I'm not really it's not really bringing anything to mind. I'm pretty sure, Mario, that I do have mild autism. Why has no one ever mentioned that since we live in a world of duality, there's a Big Bang and then eventually we must be an anti-Big Bang, right? I have no idea what that means. Logan has just left us a $2 super chat and he wants to know, should I work at McDonald's? Well, I mean, it's money, so like, why not? I mean, if you don't have any other options. Logan, if you don't have any other options, you should. Someone should do a huge time capsule and put all the YouTube videos in it. Not sure if it'll be around in 60 years. I worked at Wendy's for a while, Logan, and it was hard fucking work. Putting the fries in the bag is very difficult. Just letting you know that ahead of time. What age do men hit the wall? It depends on their resources. Like if a man is like 40 years old and he doesn't have any resources, then I think he's kind of past it. But that could always change if he changes his level of resources. Yeah, McDonald's does treat you like shit though. You were diagnosed with Asperger's when you were 16. They gave you nearly $1,000 a month income ever since then. Interesting. Maybe I can get that. Imagine someone watching my videos after 100 years. That would be crazy. I doubt anyone's going to find this in 100 years. They barely find it after a week after I posted, though. I can tell you I've read The Great Cosmic Mother. In order to understand the female worldview, those books are a must. I agree with you. Spiral Dance. Yep, all those are great. Yo, Logan, I'm not cute. The Norwood Reaper came for me. What? Yo, thanks for another super chat, though. Shelby, if I ever say something stupid, it's not me. I use text to speech. Okay, Kibble Planet. I'll believe you on that. Suicide Boys are awesome. Antarctica. I'll have to look into that Pharaoh. Widow Speak. It sounds interesting. I've got a lot of music to look at. Logan is balding. No, Logan. Not the alopecia. Poor Logan. That would really suck if I went bald because my hair is my best look. What's up, Kana Club? Oh, brother. We got like 7 of you guys actually followed us from here onto Twitch. So if you haven't followed us on Twitch yet, you should. I'm trying to reach 50 followers before I start streaming on there. I worked at Burger King during school and my manager didn't care, so we got as much free food as we liked. Awesome. Oh shit, I might have to update the Discord link, TryLife. I'm sorry that it's not working. TryLife, I'm gonna probably... Is there a way for me to DM you on here? I guess not. Okay, TryLife, it's probably not on your end, though. I tried to... I don't know why it expired again, because, like, I thought that I chose the one that didn't expire, but yeah, I'll have to fix that, TryLife. You don't even like Pokemon. You still have kids' toys and stuff that you stole. Damn, dude. Super Salad. Interesting. That sounds like a cool place to work. Old toys can be expensive. Go through them and see what they're worth. I've been selling some of my old Pokemon games recently that I no longer use. I really hope my meat box arrives today. I ordered a bunch of meat online and I'm really hungry. I really hope it arrives. Because I'm so friggin' hungry. I think we're going to go a couple more minutes and then... Can you buy the Native American woman? Yeah, you could. It's about... I'll let it go for like $250 plus shipping. You might have to DM me on Instagram though, Marcine. And my Instagram is in my bio. Do a hunting stream where I go out and get my own meat box? What? I eat junk food all the freaking time. Yeah, Marcine, if you DM me on Instagram, you do have to follow me on Instagram in order to DM me though. I do that so that I won't get scammed. Your kid likes Minecraft. He's an autistic super genius and beats adults at chess. He can tell you the history of any country in the world. That's crazy. Yeah, I have it so that you have to be following me because I was getting a lot of spam people. So I hated to do that, but I just had to do that to make it so that I wasn't getting spammed all the time. Yeah, I think it's expired TryLife. I'm just going to have to fix it. Let me see if I can. Oh, fuck. What's going to be the best way for me to do that? Yeah, you should follow me before you DM me because I don't think it's going to let you DM me unless you're following me, Marcine. I can bring it up here and so you can have a closer look at it. 1 second. This one I actually made last year. Thanks, guys. Glad that you guys like it. I remember when you could DM people on YouTube DMB. That was a long time ago. Raymond hates being unfucked. I feel bad for Raymond. How am I not a billionaire? Like, I wasn't born rich, I guess. I don't speak any foreign languages, Miguel. I only know English. Never lose faith in yourself or your abilities. Tell you what, if I ever hit big money in the lottery, I'm commissioning you. Thank you, Sterling Barber, for your new mansion. I would love to be that person that makes that for you. If you want, feel free to check out the musical suites on Strange Ways that I did on my YouTube channel. Okay. I'll look at it. Andrew says, my dad asked me where I want to live in the next 5 years. There's no affordable homes to go to. Right on. That's really crazy. The one I'm working on now is the Peacock. It still has a little bit of detail work left to do. I'm so hungry right now, I could die. If I was in the 1700s, I would have been wealthy from art. Yeah, I guess. I don't know how long we're going to keep streaming here. I'm using acrylic right now. That one's acrylic, that one's acrylic. I mostly use acrylic because it's cheaper and it dries fast. Oh, we should do a mukbang stream. What do you guys think about that? I could use my YouTube money to get a mukbang thing going on. No plans for the weekend, really. Not really. Shelves 2K26. Yeah, we got it. I'm probably gonna sign off in a couple minutes here, so this is our last chance to chat. I love William Blake. I've read his Songs of Innocence book, so I do know I am familiar with William Blake. I don't really have any plans today, so I might be going live again today at 6 o'clock my time. Right now it's almost 10 o'clock, so that's gonna be in like 10 hours from now. Or not 10 hours, 8 hours from now. Retro says, then again, Shelby, you're a rising YouTuber and I'm just a small channel that's growing and practically a nobody. Everybody check out Retro Scotty. Maybe you can we can follow him and give him some love. All right, within the next minute, I'm gonna probably end the stream. We've been going on for about an hour, 45 minutes. And thank you. I don't know how to say your name. La anarchiste capitaliste, the capitalist anarchist, I'm assuming. Okay, I'll wear a super cute outfit for my next stream. We can do a fit check. I'll try to get... I think this is my longest stream DMB. I don't know what inspired me to keep going, but I really had nothing else to do today. But it was good to see you. Good to see you, Michael. Good to see you, Joey. Love you, Michael. Always with your emojis making me laugh. Yo, we prepping anarchists with that last minute super chat. Dead Kennedys looking towards death. Let me write that down just because you left me a super chat. That's going to be the first one that I listen to. Dead Kennedys looking toward death. Okay. What's up, Sasha? We're about to end the stream, though. Joey, you gotta quit with that nonsense, right? The existers, the makers of stuff, the Shelbians, the inhabitors, the Shelbania are having a last minute with the owner of this digital land. All right, guys, it was good to see you. Yeah, Joey's on the verge of getting banned at this point. Joey might want to get banned. Yo, what the heck? We got another recommendation. You guys are killing me with these last minute super chats. Thank you, Welfaro. All right, for real now. I'm gonna end it. Bye, Hassan. I'm gonna check out Dead Kennedys the first thing as soon as I get off of here. Because now I have to. All right, guys, later. This is it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Goodbye.